How are we doing, everybody? It's Thursday. I knew I was going to do it. Thursday, it's time for the Ravery Sports Podcast. Like and subscribe to all of our social media content here as well. So we're a day late, a few minutes late, but we're here. So thank you. I want to thank all of you for joining us here. Hopefully, we saw it on the social media community. I see people coming in, so we appreciate that as well. A lot of stuff going on. Terps getting ready to end their season. NFL free agency about to start. Spring training still going on. World baseball. So a lot of good stuff we're going to go over tonight as well. So definitely, as we always do here, as far as our business goes here at the beginning, definitely, I mentioned subscribe to all of our social media platforms. Ravery Sports blog spot in the morning, every morning at 6 a.m. Definitely just go to our social media pages if you don't know how to find it, and go ahead and go to our Ravery Sports blog. Every morning, there's links for every morning. There's links for a lot of the stuff we're doing. Our jersey sales, raverysports.company.site, our Fanatics links, everything that we're doing. So we appreciate all of you guys participating for that. We had like 1,500 people last month actually click on the blog and check it out. So we want to thank you for that. As well. Yesterday, if you read the article and you said he's calling for Stephon Diggs, you're absolutely right. I want the Ravens to sign Stephon Diggs. So definitely to every morning, 6 a.m., we'll go ahead and we're going ahead and getting that squared away for you as well. Also to Genesis Notary Services, if you live in the Winchester, VA area, if you know, definitely too. Just give us a call here. On the phone number that's on our website. Definitely go to our Genesis Notary Services /Facebook. Definitely on LinkedIn. You can book an appointment. I've had a couple of appointments on LinkedIn. Some people go on there and do that. That's fine. Give us a phone call this week. I had a couple of strange calls. Like went to notary business this week. So that's all good. So definitely keep calling and tell anybody you know they can go use this Harris Legal Shield. It's a great resource for you as well. So definitely check it out if you are looking for legal services as well. Help your business, help you. If definitely you parents out there, if you need a will, absolutely use Harris Legal Shield. Interview was on the channel with Greg McBride, as I guess lifelong Colts fan, Steelers fan, and relative of mine. Definitely just talking a little old school football. He's actually working currently with an NFL player, former NFL player as well, Rod Smith. So definitely check that out as well. For those of you that haven't checked that out, this next interview, the term needs no introduction, is doesn't do it justice. Everybody who watched Baltimore, who watched a show like this in Baltimore in the 80s and 90s is going to recognize this next guest. So thank you for that. Of course, I'm not going to say until we actually have it in the can. So that'll be soon. That'll be next week. That'll probably be our next Ravery Sports conversation next Saturday as well. So let's get it cracking. So name of the stream tonight, and of course I don't have it keyed up here, is the big board. So what is, I'm going to go ahead and key it up here, but what is the big board in the NFL? So Eric DeCosta, the great Eric DeCosta, EDC, every dollar counts. When the Ravens have a good reputation historically for drafting players, he goes ahead and gets off what we call the big board. So that is the top 200 players in the college upcoming draft going forward. Okay, so you got the big board and you got the top 200 players in the NFL draft that you're going to go ahead and use as well, and that's what you're going to go ahead and there you go. So the top 200 players in the NFL draft there. So what happens with the top 200 players is then you go ahead and you pick also to nod to players that you like, nod to, a lot of things. Sometimes like this, the boards you see on a program like this or something like that, the one caveat is we don't know all the medical and all the injury issues all the behind the scenes things that players have that would cause a team to take them off a big board, right? So, like, we know the talent, we're watching the film, a lot of us, but we don't always know what players are going to be on the board based on things we don't know. Like, great example of that last year, Mike Green taking off a lot of big boards because of his issues that he had. There you go. 2026 big board. A lot of the miscues that he had off the field, they interviewed him. He had arrested, didn't know about. He was kicked out of school, didn't know about. So stuff like that happens. But we're going to do it based on who we feel could be on the Ravens big board. Some of this, obviously, when we do things like this, predictive, but who is obviously going to be on the Ravens big board here as well. So we're going to go backwards here. Let's go down from 30 to 1 as well as far as who's going to be on the board. Some changes in the draft. Obviously, we had a couple trades, so that'll be interesting as well. We're going to talk more about the draft, obviously, as we go forward. Number 30, Ty Simpson, Alabama. Ty Simpson, I think, is the second player in the draft. I was impressed this week when Louis Riddick gave him a very good recommendation for becoming the best quarterback in the draft. Now, that's farther than I go. There is some suggestion that because of the injury, he didn't play as well in the second half. That's why he fell down early in the year. He was higher. I have him about 30. I think it's a little bit of both with Ty Simpson. I think he's a good quarterback. I do think a team will take him in round one. I don't think he is an elite quarterback. I don't think I'd be surprised. I think he kind of, to me, kind of reminds me of another former Alabama quarterback, Mac Jones. Good, but physically limited. He'd have to go to the right situation. I think that would be a good thing. So we could definitely see him do well in the draft. Casey Concepcion, I have him at 29 in the draft. Casey Concepcion, more I look at him, the more he reminds me of Zay Flowers. like his speed, he always just seems to get good separation all the time. And it's not just his great speed. I think probably the second fastest receiver, I think, in the draft. Now, a little smallish as well. That's why the Zay comparison as well. Played at Texas A&M, good conference as well. But I think this guy's pretty good. 29. I don't think he's a number one receiver right out the gate. I think, but definitely, certainly in time. C.J. Allen, inside linebacker, Georgia, as well. I think you could argue the best pure Mike in the draft as well. Pure Mike. You could say Sonny Styles. I don't have him as a true Mike, but the best pure Mike. I think this guy, this is absolutely where we're going to put him. Inside linebacker, middle linebacker, depending on what the team is. Definitely a guy. Love the way he flows to the ball. Love the way he's got good, what you call the thing, intangible football instincts. Whenever I see C.J. Allen as well. Number 28, Monroe Freeland. Now, the Ravens might have a bigger offensive line need than we thought because it looks more and more like we're not going to sign Tyler Linderbaum. So that could be a thing. Monroe Freeland, number 27. I love him. I think this is quintessential right tackle, left tackle. I think this guy is plug and play. You can put him in at right tackle. I do like him in the run game as well. He kind of reminds me of Roger Rosengarten a little bit as far as like that. Very, even more smooth than he is. Very smooth. Question the size a little bit. A little smallish. Just a little bit. But I like it. I questioned it more when I saw it with Will Campbell last year. But I think this guy has the size of everything he needs. I think I like it a lot. I think he's a little green. So I think that's why he's a little bit lower. Kel Malamu, I think this is more the mauler. This is more of a right tackle, natural over there, number 26 as well. Absolutely, these two are going to go in the first round. Obviously, played on the other side. Spencer Fanu going to be in the top in the big board here. But Lamu, I think, pure right side guy. Pure right side guy. I think more than Freeling. You want the guy on the left side. Lamu's the guy on the right side. I think he's, I guess, really good in run game. Very impressive. So I think some teams actually might even almost consider kicking him in the guard. So good run game. Kel Proctor, number 25, Alabama. This guy's a $10 cab ride to get around him. I think him and Isaiah World are just huge. Proctor, I think for sure, goes in the first round as well. He's a better athlete than he looks. I think that's the thing too. I think this is why he's lower. I think somebody are going to question the athleticism because he is such a big guy, kind of like the same thing we saw a couple years ago with J.C. Lathan. But definitely the athleticism is there. Caden McDonald, one of the top tackles. Some people have him number one as far as the tackles in the draft. Is at Ohio State. That Ohio State defense was great, wasn't it? This is not going to be the last Ohio State guy on the big board. McDonald, I think, more of a 3 technique, though. That's probably the only reason why he's not a little bit higher. I think there's less of that. I think had he been able like a true nose or a true outside, I think that is the thing. But I definitely see he could have a Cam Hayward type career, or as far as that goes, I definitely think he's got that as well. Certainly, if he gets drafted by Pittsburgh, Baltimore, something, he can be at end, but I think he's more of a solid 3 technique. Philadelphia, I think would be a good fit for like a Caden McDonald. Denzel Boston, I think sky's the limit as far as his potential. I think he's a little green, despite all of his physical attributes as well. I think he definitely needs to be coached up, but physically, maybe the best receiver of all the receivers in the draft, though. But I didn't see it on looking at him. The route running, I was a little at time, but I think like the physicality is definitely there. Hakeem Mesidor, edge, Miami, Florida, those 2 outstanding edges from Miami. What's going to work against him is his age. He's like 25, I think, 26. And he would have to come in right away and play. So I know Eric DeCosta actually looks at that, like how old a guy is in the draft. Certainly that's a thing now more with guys playing longer in college, playing graduate level, guys fighting to stay there. So I think that's going to work against him. But that's really the only thing that I have with him as well. He's really good. There as well. Peter Woods, outstanding D tackle, one of the best. I think he's really, really good. I think a lot of the Clemson guys are being slept on in this draft. Woods, the Tigers weren't as good. The film looks really good, though, as well. Maybe you were expecting a few more production, but I think he was really solid going forward. A little bit behind his teammate, TJ Parker, edge, kind of the same. Kind of not the film and kind of like he had 11 sacks the year before, and it was more respected. Tigers like around 5 this year, a little bit more respected. I think he was really good to see. I think these Clemson players are pretty good. I think the production wasn't as good as you had liked. I don't see a lot of problems with them, the NFL level. I think you're going to absolutely get great production from them as well. Ken Sadiq, only tight end we're going to have here. Colin Cowherd picked him for the Ravens. I don't know about that. I don't know about that in the first round. But whoever gets Sadiq, I think is going to get this. This is it as far as a for sure first round tight end as well. First term tight end. This guy's I'm around 19. Some people I don't have beef if I see a board a little bit higher than that. I think he's better, but he's definitely the total package is as far as that goes. Best all-around talent. I think his blocking is good and his receiving is good. I think you could probably put him on any team. He's the one guy I would say like he could fit on in any team and basically start. Vega Aloni as well. I think the Ravens will absolutely be foolish not to take him if he's there at 14 as well. I think this is easy. The best guard in the draft. No question about it. So definitely, too, you're going to have a guard need. You may have a center need in this draft. So definitely, too, Aloni, I think, is definitely at 18 as well. I don't care if it's 14. This is so big. It's such a big need for them. No problem with them doing it. Jordan Tyson at 17. Little differing opinions on Tyson. Yeah, even when I put it on social media, some people were like, yeah, this is an outstanding. And then some were kind of lukewarm. I think technically wise as far as his intelligence as a receiver, very, very impressed. He's doing stuff that only real veteran receivers do when I watch him. but physically not great. Speed, had some injury issues. Production, outstanding. So I definitely think he's a top 10, 17 receiver. Some have him a little bit higher. I think it's going to be 17 because of the speed and the medicals. We'll see. I think he's probably better served, at least at the start, as a number 2 receiver, number 3 receiver right away. Jared McCoy from the Tennessee Volunteers. He's third best, I think, corner in the draft. I think he is great speed. I think great physicality as well. I think definitely there's about 3 of these corners that you could probably start right away on a lot of teams, depending on where they get drafted. This is one of the 3. I think this is the third of the group here. Getting towards the top 15, Carnell Tate, Ohio State. Some have him higher. I not as high on Tate as some people, as good as he was. I think some of it was he had to capitalize on the other guy on the side, Jeremiah Smith. I almost feel he was saying that because it's not his concern. Hey, don't have a great receiver on the other side. I think that's some of it for me. Great hands, not tremendous breakaways. I just don't see it when I see him as open as he was in college. So it kind of be interesting to see how he does at pro level. I think he's a solid starter. I don't know about a outstanding grade breaker. I think he's the second best receiver though in the draft. I think like this is probably a safest bet if you want to go there. This guy is probably the safest bet. I'm going to get 800,000-900,000 yards out of him consistently over a course of career as long as he stays healthy, and he's probably going to stay healthy with what we've seen. Avian Terrell, I think, is really being slept on. I think this is the best cover man-to-man corner in the draft. I don't care. I understand a lot of teams, most teams are running zone now and all that other stuff. There's still a place for that. A guy when you can put him next to a good receiver and he can just cover and play man-to-man. There's always a place for that. So definitely there's a guy that definitely you can use. Cassius Howell, number 13. Ravens would be insane to pass on this guy. If they might, hopefully Aloni and Howell will be there as well. Howell, I don't think there's anything wrong with him. I think you just got good edge rushers ahead of him. I think in another draft, I think he'd be higher. But we have really good edges in this, and he's definitely productive. He's not as quick as the other ones, like right away. I think he's more the stand-up guy. I think that's where he's better served as well. So I think that's why he's a little bit lower. But I think Howell, I think is really good. Mansour Delane, I think, is the best corner in the draft. I think he's very complete. Kind of reminds me of Christian Gonzalez. The speed is good. The physicality is good. But I think the combination is good. I think he does better than anything. I think he'll definitely have the longest career. I definitely think he's also a type guy. I could see him at safety like later in his career or something like that. Definitely to the whole, he gets it. Absolutely gets it, for lack of a better term there. Spencer Falau, I think one of the top tackles in the draft. I think definitely to plug and play right away wherever he does. I mean, you're going to start him right away. I think certainly at left or right tackle. I think he can start on either side. Certainly a right tackle right away. I think that's where he's going to play depending on where he goes. But I definitely think he could play left tackle. Footwork, not gorgeous. I think that's the only thing that sometimes can be a tackle. But I think everything else is good. Very, very strong at the point of attack. Falau as well. Top 10, Caleb Banks. I have Caleb Banks in the top 10. I think he blows up everything he goes after as well. Definitely a bright light on that Florida team. Very good in Senior Bowl and camps. I put a lot of stock in this as well. Very good in the Senior Bowl and camps. I think Banks, is fantastic. I definitely think he's top 10. I only don't have him higher, honestly, because I think teams aren't going to take a tackle that high for the most part. But I think that's just the value proposition you have. Makai Lemon at number 9. This is the best cornerback. This is the best wide receiver, I think, in the draft. I think this is number 1. Blazing speed. He's going to run past DBs no matter how fast they are. He's about 4.3. He looks faster on 4.3 type speed. Looks faster than that. Great hands in short area. He's definitely going to blow past people as well. If he's the dumbest receiver in the world, he's going to kill you in the slap as well. So I think Makai Lemon, number 9, Sonny Styles. The more I like him, the more I watch him, the more I like him. I think this guy is just hits with bad intentions. I think that's what I haven't heard talked about enough with Styles. He's going to hit somebody hard. Like, I know it's football, but he's going to absolutely do that. Hit somebody, and it's going to matter. Francis Malioga, best tackle, I think, in the NFL draft as well. Not body beautiful as well. I think that's a bit of a prejudice I think people have against him. Why he's not even higher. I think he's still pretty high. He could go as high as 3. I think he's the 7th best player in the draft. I like him better than Will Campbell last year, than a lot of the tackles they had as well. It's a safe bet. Safe bet. Only way this guy isn't a 10-year offensive starter is injuries, etc. This guy, absolutely safe bet. Jeremiah Love, easy best running back, maybe the most explosive player in the draft as far as from a speed standpoint. Love as well. Only thing is wrong, kind of at the same problem that Banks have. I don't know how high teams will take a running back as well. I've seen him mocked as high as 9. If he doesn't go early, though, in that area, I think he could even dip later. I just think that's the value. He's fantastic. He's going to start right away, no matter who drafts him. Top five. David Bailey, edge rusher, Texas Tech. This guy could be the top pick. I think he's beast and a half. Motor when we see him. Definitely a guy, absolute, moving all the time, tremendous speed. Probably to me best suited as a 3-4. He can play 4-3. He's going to run over whoever it is. If they get 3-4, it's almost cheating with this guy because he's gonna like a fullback trying to block him, or that's not going to work. He's just going to murder you. Heisman Trophy winner Fernando Mendoza, number 4. As well, this guy's you can pretty much lock it in at number 1 as far as him getting taken in the draft. I don't think there's a change there as well. Quarterback, I think trumps all taking it in the draft. I think he's about 4th best, as good as he was. I can't put him at 1 because he's just not a boom to me. Elway, Andrew Luck for sure. I think he's solid, but not the best quarterback in draft. But for sure, he can start. He's going to start for 10 years. He's going to at least be a solid quarterback as well. Arel Reese is fantastic as well. I think he's definitely a mover as well. Question if teams will know how to use him. I don't think he can go everywhere. I do think that's going to be a thing if teams know how to use this guy as well. So I think that is going to be interesting. See if teams actually know how to use him. Avell, Caleb Downs. Downs, I think, is fantastic. Downs, I think he's probably been the guy we had at the top of the board. Probably, like, if you look at the board most of the season, a lot of people had Caleb Downs, best safety, best DB prospect in the league as well. He's fantastic. Very similar to what you're seeing a lot with Kyle Hamilton as well. I don't want the Ravens to say. I think I'm serious. I think people can't think I'm kidding when I see when I say it. They will absolutely take a safety. I mean, he's too good to pass up though for a lot of teams. I mean, as well. I know safety isn't the need. John Harbaugh is absolutely going to love this guy if the Giants take him at 5. And I have Ruben Bain, number 1. I think Bain is the best. Bain, I think, there's no question about it to me. Best player in the draft. I thought Miami was because of their edge rush. Bain, I think, is the best player, I think, in the entire draft as well. He could be slipping. I think that Smoke, whoever gets him, this guy's an all-pro forever. There you go. The draft, the big board. So there you go. So those are the top 30 players, big board. So that's kind of what it looks like in terms of a board goes, how it goes as well. We will go ahead and see how it is next week. We're going to switch gears off the draft a little bit because that's going to be free agency. Some stuff has already started to happen. We've seen the trade, Trent McDuffie trade from the Chefs to the Rams. Rams trade away a first-round pick. McDuffie, I love McDuffie. I think he's the best, corner in the entire league, you could argue, right now. Also, to Stephon Diggs. Got Diggs in the brain. Yes, well, we talk about that. Stephon Diggs, the reason why we're calling for Stephon Diggs is he was released by the Patriots. Some people say it's Cardi B's fault. I think that's not the reason. I think the reason they're releasing Diggs is because of A.J. Brown. I definitely think the Patriots are on that. And I definitely think I got to think they believe they're going to get A.J. Brown. I don't think they would have moved on if they didn't think that. Or if they don't get Brown, they have a backup plan of some other kind up their sleeve as well. DJ Moore also was traded today from the Bears, former Terp. So another former Terp. You talk about Diggs, former Terp. DJ Moore to the Buffalo Bills as well. They needed it bad. Their receiving wasn't going to work. Their receiving core, that wasn't going to get it as well. So they absolutely had to have cornerback there as well. So that was absolutely something that they had to do and get that done. So that was absolutely necessary for them. All right. So there you go. As well. So that's the big board. So definitely obviously as we go along, we're going to do more drafts in the off season, and we're going to be more than happy to go there as well. One other thing real quick before we switch gears, talk a little Terps. Tyler Linderbaum, I don't see it, guys. I was just on social media with Flock Rundown, right? He was talking about he's still confident that that Ravens could sign him. I wish I was with you, really too. And I mean, because it's here now. We see moves already happening. Sunday, I think we're going to see stuff. Sunday or Monday for sure. I think the legal tampering starts Sunday. I think early Monday. You're going to start seeing stuff. So stuff's already happened. So he hasn't signed by now. And I think now, obviously, you have a clearer thing of the market. So as well. Now, could be wrong. Could happen at the last minute. I hope we're right here as well. But we could very well. The Ravens might need an entire new interior. Think of that. So guard and guards, you need to do better, and at center. So we'll see. Let's go ahead. Let's talk a little Terps. All right, so 11-19, Maryland facing the Fighting Illini. Somebody tell me what an Illini is. I still don't know. Illini. I think my daughter was like, there's just people from Illinois. Okay, I'm thinking that's it. So this is the last home game for the Terps last night. Not good last night. Because I wasn't able to catch the whole game last night, but I did watch it. I did watch it this morning, and my goodness, 45. This team cannot shoot well consistently enough. I think a couple of years ago, before the Crab 5, I was saying that all the time. I was like, just can't shoot. So I don't think they're that bad. But I think they're in the neighborhood some nights. I think that's a problem. They don't have a consistent score. So let's talk about the last home game of the regular season as well. Andrei Stojakovic for the Illinois Fighting Illini, junior 6. Stojakovic, I think, is the son. I think I've mentioned this. Paige Stojakovic. Ravens of Terps have already played Illinois early in the year and lost. Now they're getting them at home as well. Illini definitely going to the big dance as well. Stojakovic is just like his father as far as playing outside sniper, about 6'7", 6'8", shoot the lights out from distance. He's been probably the second best offensive player all year. Keaton Wagner, I think, is probably, you could argue, one of the best freshmen in the entire country this year as well. One of the reasons why the Illini are where they are is Wagner has been outstanding. He's had several games where he's just been lighting up teams as well. Definitely, he's going to be their priority. Possibly could go into the draft. 18.2 points, 5 rebounds as well. He's been outstanding. In the middle, Thomas Itzvik as well. 10 points per game, 5.7 rebounds. Offense, maybe not maybe what they expected when they got him a couple of years ago when he went to Illinois, but definitely too, he's definitely makes a big difference as far as their presence inside. So he's a true center as well. Not like we used to have was Zach Edey, but he's a guy who's going to give Maryland a lot of trouble with the side, Colin Metcalf, and everything as well. Andre Mills, 11.6. Now, again, this was before the game last night, I think, as far as these stats. 11.9, 11.6 point game, 3.9 rebounds as well. Mills has tapered off a little bit lately. For a while, he was doing well, and I could kind of not too surprised by that. He's definitely got some refining to do in his game. But, man, he's a little Energizer bunny, man. like just great speed all the time as well. Plays with great speed, plays with great energy as well. Definitely a scorer. I think he's really tapered off. But I think, to me, he's probably, along with Dickie Colt, their best offensive guy as far as this guy who can – closest you're going to get to a guy carrying you without Pharrell Payne there right now on the roster as well. Dickie Colt's still there as well. Adams' offense has really struggled late as well. So I don't he just, to me, needs to have more of the mama mentality at times. He has all the talent in the world, but he's not selfish enough. That's kind of what I see with him as well. When he actually takes the ball in his hand, he's too quick to me. I don't know if he wants to be a true point, but it doesn't look like even that sometimes with him. Definitely has the outside shooting ability. Definitely has the ability to go to the rim. I think he's underrated defensively. He's solid, but he just looks a little inconsistent at times. At times just not there all the way all the time. So I definitely think that's a thing. It's been my pleasure to watch Solomon Washington as well. Sounds like I'm being hard on him by calling him a meat and potatoes player, but that's what he is. He is a fantastic piece of meat and potatoes. This guy, every second, every time he's on the court, he's getting every set of his energy. I love watching a guy like this who is absolutely giving you balls out every time he's on the court, every time he's playing, every time, every second, everything. It's fantastic to watch a guy like this. Him and Elijah Sanders, I think, are as advertised. The problem, I think, is he's just not the type player who should be shooting as much, who should be carrying as much. He should be a guy like Juju Reese was for the Terps. Like a guy, he's the dessert cart. He's not the luggage carrier. He's the dessert cart. He's gonna have some nights where he's gonna get you as well. But definitely too, I love the effort from him as well. Terps are 11-19. The next time we have the Rivers was podcast this season could be over. So we're definitely going to talk about this game. We're going to talk a little bit about the Big Ten tourney that's going on next week. Big Ten tournament starts on Tuesday, ends on Sunday. There's 18 teams in the Big Ten. All 18 will play. So in order for the Terps to win the tourney, which they would have to do to get to the NCAA tournament, they'd have to win 5 games. They have to win Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. No, that's sick. Yeah. So they have to win all games. So, but they get in, they'll get a tournament. We'll do a more overall assessment next week. But Buzz Williams, I think I've been impressed. I think for the most part, despite his circumstances as well. I don't know what's going on with Miles Rice either. Miles Rice came from Indiana last year, had a bigger role. I don't know if he's been back. I think it was an injury. At some point, but I don't know if he's just not playing or is he just set to return. That's not even my stuff I'm seeing like there. But I don't know. I think he's just not playing, or is he just, I don't know. But interesting to see Terps finish out the season here. First season under Buzz Williams as well. The freshman class is awesome. So that's what keeping, if you are a little disheartened and you're a Terps fan, that can actually be something that you look forward to as well. This outstanding freshman cast. They will not be 11-19 next season as well. All right. All right, so let's go to the NBA here real quick. So let's talk about the top 5 players. Definitely last night you had the for somebody like me, you had the old school NBA broadcast. They had the great Bob Costas, the czar Mike Fratello, Doug Collins. I think Doug Collins also, by the way, was, I think, NBA colormen don't really get to shine as like NFL or even MLB. I think Doug Collins was fantastic as a color guy. I think him and Hubie Brown were the two I think that were really, really good as far as color commentators. Outside of in more recent years, the ESPN team, Mark Jackson and Van Gundy, I thought were fantastic. So what are we talking about tonight? The top 10 players in the NBA. So who are the 10 best in right now? Who are the 10 guys who are going to be the best right now? Transitional period in the league right now. So old guard, Durant, Curry, LeBron, getting older, etc. Draymond, those guys. Now you're getting a younger group. Let's tell you who in that group right now is the top 10 players in the league right now.
He's mad at them for moving his family.
Feeds, but he's got the skill set, the cover, stretch, and no coordinated attack. Got responsibility.
Sorry about that. I had to plug it in here. All right, so let's go ahead and get you squared away. Giannis, I didn't put him, and I don't think he's top 10, but I'm going to mention, he's not on the graphic here as well. Not quite top 10. I think he's not the player he once was. I think that's fair to say. Solid player. Buck's not as good. He's not as good. I don't have him in the top 10. All right. Other honorable mention, not in the top 10. LeBron, same, just not the player he was. Not the same player. He's clearly not as explosive to me when I've seen him this year as well. He definitely has that great size. I think he used to be just thunderous to the goal. Not there quite yet. Jalen Brunson, you could argue he's already in the top 10. I think his production would say he's top 10. Not quite there. I think he still works too hard for baskets as well, as great as he is, as well to have him like his top 10 players. It's easy at time. it's not. And not great defensively, I think it is. Cade Cunningham might be there soon. Outstanding Pistons, best record in the East as well. Larry Market. Here's a guy they never talk about in national media, but all he's done since he's been in Utah is pile up 25 plus points a game. So not in top 10, but let's throw him a little love here because he's been outstanding for the Jazz. I have a love-hate relationship with Jamal Murray. Every time I talk about him bad, he plays well, and vice versa as well. So it's a little frustrating, but he's been really, really good this year as well. Jason Tatum hasn't played at all this year, but you got to mention him. He's looks like he's going to play this week. He's going to play on Friday, so that's a thing. Tyrese Halliburton let the Pacers to 7 games loss to OKC. Hasn't played at all this season as well. Number 10, Kevin Durant, the grandpa of the Rockets. Kevin Durant's still top 10 player. I mean, definitely too. He's going to score. He kind of reminds me though of Karl Malone in his later years. He's going to hit that fadeaway all year long. He's just going to shoot from distance. You're not going to be tall enough to guard him. He's going to go ahead and shoot it. He's just going to blow by people in the open lane. I think he's better defensively too than he gets credit for as well. I think had it not been for injuries, I think he kind of reminds me of his career like Ken Griffey Jr. He could have been even better than his already greatness as well. Number 9, Steph Curry. He's been injured, missed a few games. Just still best shooter in the league. No question about it. He's gotten worse on defense. That's saying something. He's gotten worse on defense as well. Certainly his team isn't as good, but I still think there's no peer in the league. In a league that shoots a lot, they still haven't figured out how to be as good as Steph Curry. Still getting 25, 30 points a night as well. Not as high as he was. I would have had him like for best year 2 or 3, but I have him at 9 now. Dip him down a little bit. Some people may disagree with Donovan Mitchell. I've always liked Donovan Mitchell as a player. This guy is a scoring machine, period. Definitely here's a guy who for sure is you would think he's like 6'5", 6'4". He's like 6'2", shooting guard. Definitely too. Mid-range is always kind of underrated as well. I think that's kind of why he's underrated. Can he be the best player on the championship team? That's the only question. I do like him better than Brunson, better than some of the other guys on this list. I think he's solid no matter where he's been. I definitely like him as well. He's an outstanding scorer. He's an outstanding offensive player. Jaylen Brown, you got to shout him out here. Look, most of this year, without Jalen Brunson. So you got to put him in the top 10. I think this guy has always been underrated, though. He's kind of always been seen as the Robin to Tatum's Batman. I think this is more Jordan to Pippen. Pippen, had he been on any other team, he'd have been like an all-star, had much love, and everywhere Pippen goes, he's got to answer questions about Michael Jordan. Well, now he's getting a shot. Now Jaylen Brown is getting a shot to be known now as being an MVP-type season. Celtics have been really good. Brunson, this is kind of what he's always done. I don't think this isn't shocking to me that we're putting him here in the top 10 as good as he's always been. Tyrese Maxey, I think he's still even slept on. This guy is about 30 points a game every night as well. I think the shame of it is the team got worse around him, like in Philly. The Ben Simmons thing blew up. Embiid and all his issues and all that. They've had coaching mess and all that stuff. But this guy's been terrific. Maxey, I think, is definitely too, again, kind of underrated in terms of like his national people talking about him because the Sixers kind of not seen as a great team, but Maxey is no question about it. Good on both ends of the floor too as well. He's not just good on the one side, good on both sides. And Edwards, some people say his mannerisms are like MJ. I'll kind of go with that. I'll kind of go with that. The only thing that I don't like about Edwards is he's not every night. Some nights he doesn't get a. If you're going to be a top player, the best player in the league, every single night, most nights, not 3 out of 4. Not, that's the only thing I see with him. But he's going to get you, even on his bad nights as well. He's a bit emotional at times. And I don't even mean that insultingly, but a guy that's emotional comes down at times. Reggie Miller was kind of like that. Like some nights he just wasn't there. But he's outstanding as well. Almost as good as Victor Wembanyama. This guy, people are saying he's going to be the face of the NBA. I don't blame you for saying that as well. Imagine a Manute Bol that could play. This guy hits the mid-range, hits the outside shot. I think his offensive game is still developing, but you're not going to be able to do anything with him. I mean, you can't I mean, you can't even play. I mean, you play the Spurs. You can't even play in the paint, period. In a lot of cases. I mean, unless you have a awesome big like a Jokic or something like that, you can't do anything with him as well. And I think his offensive game is still developing. Have him at 4. Offensively, he's not great all the time, but that's why he's at 4. This guy is, I think, the best scorer in the league. Luka Doncic, an automatic 30 points. An automatic 30 points every night. You put him at nights. There are some nights he's going to shoot badly. That's about all you get from him. I mean, that's about all you get. Not great defensively. That's a bit of a concern with that. I don't think the Lakers are very good, though. I keep saying that. They're my team. I love to be saying that. But I don't think the Lakers are very good. LeBron's like aging. Ayton have issues as well. He's kind of by himself. I'd love to see him with another really good player in his prime. Doesn't look like LeBron wants to be there. So I'm not going to be too hard, but I have him at number 3. Number 2, Nikola Jokic. I think, don't forget about Jokic. I think he's a fantastic player. Nothing he doesn't do well. 30 points right around there. He can lead the league in triple-double at his size. Best passing big man I think maybe I've ever seen. Never seen a center just make crisp passes like that. Kind of reminds me of Bird, and can score and can play defense and just an outstanding all-around player. Only reason he's behind SGA, I think the Thunder are the better team. This guy does everything well. You could argue he's the best defender in the league. I don't know if he is. I wouldn't say he is either right now, but you could argue that he is. And I think as an offensive player, he's phenomenal. He's getting you 30 points every single night as well. Best team in the league. There you go. 10 best players in the league, NBA. So we're going to talk some NBA here for a few more weeks. So we're definitely going to keep talking about that. The teams that is going on. We talked about the Lakers-Celtic rivalry as well. And so we just had a top 10 list. We're going to do a baseball like we've been doing, the top 10 right fielders in the MLB. So we've been going ahead and we've been talking about this here the last few weeks. And I think this is definitely, to me, the straw of the drink here. And when you talk about the players, the best players in the MLB here, the top 10 players in right field. Right field of all the positions. This is where the money goes. This is where the players are. Elite players now in this. You don't get to be an MLB right fielder unless you're an elite player, and a lot of times, or a potential to be an elite player. This is not the list. Hold on. Management appreciates your coordination.
I could not stop coughing.
Right this one. Did Lizzie ask you to call? Not exactly.
She's like her. Is it her real sister?
I don't think I did it. Okay.
There's good part real siblings. What?
All right, top 10. Sorry about that. Top 10 right fielders in MLB in 2026 as well. I got the wrong guy on the last slide, so I got the rest of it right. So we'll just go over that as well.
Have some water. No.
Stand ready with that line.
All right, Mike Trout is. Let me see. Hold on. I don't think I got 9. Sorry. All right, Wilmer Abreu is not Cole Cowser. So it's not Cole Cowser. I knew that. Cole Cowser is not 10. Wilmer Abreu is number 10 for the Phillies as well. So that's the guy that's supposed to be on. So I do apologize for the graphic as well. Abreu, I think, is fantastic for the Phillies as well. The Phillies have that built stacked lineup as well. You see a lot of Phillies here in the lineup as well. So I think definitely he's worth it as well. All right. Let's go to that. Number 9, Jackson Chirino for the Milwaukee Brewers. Chirino, I think, is the real deal. Definitely a prospect. You talk about him. Jackson Merrill coming up as prospects as well. So I think the best, is yet to come for him. They definitely moved him to right field. The stat lines, I think he's going to be, the potential, for him of that young group of being a guy that is going to be a 50 home run, 35, 40 home run guy as well. 270 average last year, 78 RBIs. So I think there is much more to come with him. Number 9, Toscar Hernandez for the Dodgers as well. Of the Dodgers as well. So he's definitely a guy. He's definitely going to play right field for them. He got him at number 8, all offense. Doesn't matter about the defense. He's not going to play defense as well. We know he's definitely a great offensive player. Mike Trout, I think, is a future Hall of Famer. He's going to be at number 7. Trout, I think, is going to be in the Hall of Fame for sure. The only thing that's ever stopped him, the Angels haven't been very good, and he is still one of the better players, I think, of all time. There's no question about it with Trout. It's fantastic as a player, getting older, but I still think he's got something left. I don't think he's just a guy who's just all the way done as a player. Fernando Tatis, number 6 for the Padres. Padres, I think this is their young guy now. So you look at a lot of the things that they've done as well. This is a team now, not just young guys, over 30. This is their youngest guy. Some would say he hasn't lived up to expectations. I think maybe you're just expectations is too high. But I think this guy when he has been healthy, he has been really good. So 71 home runs, hit 268 last year as well. I definitely believe still, I think this guy is still an outstanding player going forward. Padres, I think, are very lucky to have a guy with this type of talent as well. Number 5, Corbin Carroll. Tale of 2 seasons for Carroll last year. So it really looked like he was going to struggle as well. And now at the end of the year, he was really good. So Corbin Carroll, I thought, with 31 home runs, 84 RBIs, moved him to right field, played left as well. Had some injuries, so may not start the season as well. Maybe has some injuries there as well. But Carroll, I think the second half, is the real Corbin Carroll as well. So definitely he have him at number 5. Number 4, now that is right, the Dodgers, Kyle Tucker as well. So I definitely think Tucker is one of the better players, I think, in all of baseball. I don't know what was weird with the Cubs. He kind of just, I don't know, didn't want to. Good stats. I think you're always expecting more, but 266, 22 home runs, 73 RBIs. Did have some injury issues as well, really for the first time. I think in this Cubs, I think in the Dodgers lineup, I think the sky is the limit for Kyle Tucker. Ronald Acuna Jr., I think, is beast. Definitely just fighting those injuries. I think you could definitely put him at number 1 had it not been for the injuries and everything that he's had. I still think the Braves kind of go as he goes. The struggles that they've had kind of came with the fact that Acuna, that they didn't have him and he was injured. Number 2, Juan Soto of the Mets. Soto. Soto is an outstanding hitter. Just a natural, period. Bat speed is off. Is just off the reservation as well. It doesn't even really seem like he tries hard. Like at the plate. 263, 43 home runs, 105, 105 RBIs, 52 hit. He looks at times disinterested and streaky, and just not. He's not good. He's not good in right field, but no one cares. But he's an outstanding hitter as well. I think Soto is fantastic as well. And number one is Aaron Judge. There's no question about it. Judge, I think, outside of Shohei Ohtani, is the best player in all of baseball. Been the best player in the American League, putting on the show. I think eventually he's going to get old. But he's automatic 40, 50 home runs as it is. 53 home runs, 331. Almost pulled off the Triple Crown. Even as impressive as Kyle Raleigh was last year, he still won the MVP. So there you go. As well. All right. So there you go. Top 10 right fielders. May have to get that list right, so we apologize for that. But it'll be on Twitter tomorrow. You get a chance to take a look at the top 10 right fielders as well, and on Facebook and all of our platforms. Orioles Report. Spring training report, our third one here as well. We're going to do here pretty soon our final prediction for the final 26. I think that's next week. I think it was next week. All right. Real quick, Orioles participating in the World Baseball Classic, highlighted by Gunnar Henderson, Dean Kramer, Tyler O'Neill in Canada. Mentioning this again because I think this week is going to be a little different. A lot of the guys are not going to be with the teams. They're going to be in the World Baseball Classic. So a lot of the guys are not going to be there. So you're going to see young guys get more time. Some of them have already left. Interesting to see. I think definitely I'm checking out the World Baseball Classic. I was kind of a little fool already last time. It was fantastic as well. Boston Red Sox and Ed Smith Stadium against the Orioles in the spring breakout as well. So that's going to be cool. Definitely check that out. If you're interested in all like me in prospects and young players and all that stuff, absolutely check out the spring breakout because you're going to be seeing a chance for Nestor German to play, Creed Williams to play. You're still going to have Samuel Basayo and Dylan Beavers because they're still considered prospect. You're going to see the best prospects in the Orioles organization on one side and the best prospects in the Red Sox organization on the other side. So it gives you a chance to see a lot of these young players progress against other elite prospects. So that's why this is such an outstanding thing to definitely check out if you haven't checked it out. They're going to be doing more of this. I love this. So definitely check that out. Other offensive standouts. Dylan Beavers standout in Sunday's games. He had 2 doubles. Heston Kjerstad, who had 3 more hits. Kjerstad's been good all spring. So he hasn't stopped. I still don't think he makes the roster. I don't know. I don't think there's a place for him as well, but he's doing what he's supposed to be doing, and that's making it harder. Dylan Beavers, I think, should be starting in right field. I don't. I want to see Dylan Beavers instead of Tyler O'Neill, personally, in right field. Samuel Basayo was back in the lineup. He was pulled for the game last Thursday. I know this is Thursday. Last Thursday with apparent injury. Hopefully it was minor enough for only to keep him out for a few days. He was back in the lineup behind the plate doing well. I think they were just taking a little extra precaution. So he came out so good that Samuel Basayo is back in playing well. Star of camp has been Vance Honeycutt. 4 home runs in spring training, 4 in bats against the Orioles. His latest was an absolute bomb at 471 feet. This is good to see. Now, he for sure is not going to be in the majors in 2026, we don't think. But his really prospect status was really gotten off track because he really struggled in Aberdeen as well. We had Michael on the podcast. He talked about how he had some struggles at the plate as well. He's going to be in the spring breakout, so let's see if he can go ahead and continue that. But it's good to see a young prospect like this getting back on track as well. Injured second baseman Jackson Holliday provided reporters with an update revealing that he'll be swinging a bat tomorrow. According to Baltimore Orioles and Costa, he also began throwing last week as well. We're not going to have him on opening day, so I think that's it. I feel also, too, at this point, the fact that he's coming back is good. But now, like, what's happened? He's missed camp. He's got to have that a little bit. It might hurt him a little bit. But so again, a guy like you gotta get camp and kind of work your way back in because he hasn't had any at all. So we'll see here as well. But on the right track. So that's good to see that the kid Jackson Holliday it's official. Tyler Wells has been informed according to Jake Grill. Definitely check out Jake Grill if you haven't done that. Outstanding stuff. Baseball, MLB baseball reporter. Tyler Wells, he's definitely going to be in relief this season. So as well. So some conjecture about that. Was he in the competition for starter as well? Definitely too in the bullpen. That's the right decision. I think he's a really good reliever as well. Speaking of relievers, Andy Kittredge, again, slowed by shoulder inflammation, unlikely to pitch opening day. Chris Abernath, Harry's going to be out for a little bit. So definitely not going to have Kittredge at the beginning here as well. I'm assuming he's going to start the season out on IL. I keep wanting to say DL. the old term doesn't it? Disabled. They don't say it anymore. They say injured list as well. So keep that in mind. So definitely an opportunity opening up for Tyler Wells or Albert Suarez or somebody like that, taking the spot of Kittredge while he's out. As well. Zach Eflin threw 40 pitches in his first inning, 1 walk, 1 hit to his final batter, and 3 strikeouts. Velocity was up across the board, touched 94. So good news. There was some thought that Eflin wasn't going to be ready at the start. He's been out there. He's pitching. I don't see any reason why he can't be the 4th or 5th starter opening day. I don't know if he's going to – you're going to use 4 starters right away. But definitely, it's a possibility that he starts. Orioles spring training record now is 6-5 right now. So, again, spring records, you can take it one way, you can take it any way you want. Whatever. 6-5. They've actually had some success in spring. That's good as well. And a lot of the offenses look good. A lot of the pitching look good. A lot of not really injuries on the pitching side as well, for the most part. That's good, except for the pitchers one we just talked about, and like Batista and like ones we already know about. Thank you guys. Bravery Sports Podcast. So definitely check us out. Like and subscribe to all of our social media content. So we're sorry we're late here as well, but we will be here. Definitely one more thing. Keep an eye out this week for possibly coming on Monday. We will see NFL free agency. We'll see how that goes. There may be a show definitely driving to the top if you're watching on this. We'll definitely, I'm sure, Dylan or Jason or Big Rich and so we'll definitely be checking that out. The NFL free agency is start. Great day for a content creator following the NFL free agency. We're happy to go ahead and do that as well. Thank you guys, and you have a great rest of your day.